Hello everyone, welcome. This is 𝗟𝗶𝘃𝗲 from Gujarat. Are you planning to study abroad? We are here to give you the perfect guidance. We'll help you with your entry requirements, university selections, courses options, and many more. We are live every Tuesday on 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time as we help students with the step by step procedure. Not only this, we help students for the counseling and for the visa guidance as well. We don't charge for any services, it's completely free of cost. We help students for application procedures and visa guidance too. We have Azaz sir from UK, Birmingham, as he is having 10 years of experience into student recruitment and for the international students. So here we have Azaz sir.
Hello, everyone. I'm Azaz from Birmingham. I've been within the industry for last 10 years, helping and guiding international students from India, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Pakistan, or any other different regions. We, as a company, we not only find right university for the students, right courses for the students. We only also help them to build their career as well. So if you need any career counseling besides your study options, you can reach out to us and ask as many as questions during the live session as well. If you miss the live session, you can always leave a comment. We will get in touch with you and we'll book a online counseling session where you may ask a lot of questions, and this counseling session will be available throughout the week. We have slots during the weekends as well. So what we're trying to do, we're trying to fit everyone's into the counseling session, because most of the people may be working during the week. So we have outside working hours counseling session available as well.
Okay.
For this live session is to answer many questions regarding admission process in the UK, entry criteria, as my colleague mentioned, scholarship opportunities, career opportunities, and current situation in the UK. So we are going to discuss a lot of questions today, a lot of concerns today. If you have anything, any confusion about anything, just reach out to us through this live session, and we may able to help you. Thank you.
Okay. So sir, we have some few of the questions from student point of view, like for
Okay.
the counseling. The first question is like how many times students can apply for the universities at the same timing?
Do you mean how many university, or I mean like
How
how
many
many?
universities? How many university?
Okay, there is no limit to how many university they can apply to. Okay, so they can apply to 10 university, 15 university. They can apply to 3 university. It's up to them. As long as they meet the entry criteria of the university,
Hmm.
we will able to help them to launch their application to this particular university. The good thing
Okay.
about UK university, majority UK university, they don't charge anything to submit your applications, right? However, there are some Russell Group University for specific courses. They might charge you a small amount, like £50, £60, but majority of the UK university, they don't charge you for launching application to multiple universities. So yeah, obviously you can, if you have the credentials available, academic credentials available, and you meet the entry criteria, just go ahead and launch as many application as you want.
Okay. Fine. And can you please help me about the SOP? Could you tell me about what is SOP?
Okay, SOP is statement of purpose, or personal statement. So UK, besides your academic credentials or English certifications, you have to submit an SOP or personal statement. If I say it in a plain words, it's a essay, okay, where you will talk
Okay.
about yourself, your academic background, your future plan, and your career goal and future plan, and why did you choose this particular course you want to apply for, and why this particular university. So basically, a 500 to 700 words essay where you have to write about yourself, your future goal, career plans, in your chosen university and chosen course. It's a very simple um, essay where you have to express yourselves, your skills, and everything. We have plenty samples available. So if you're struggling to write an SOP, reach out to us. We can guide you to prepare a proper SOP for different universities.
Okay, so every universities have different format for the SOP, or is it the same format?
Okay, in that case, you might have to submit different format SOPs to different university, but in most of the cases, the format is quite same. There are some particular universities, such as University of Wolverhampton, they have specific format where they will ask you specific questions, and you have to answer those questions, and it will become an SOP, and then you submit those SOP or personal statement to the university. So yeah, different university, few university have formats, but majority they don't follow any formats.
Okay, and can you tell me that best cities for the students, for the international students to stay in London?
I mean, like best cities staying in UK or London. London itself a city.
In UK.
Okay. Okay. So in terms of living cost, the London city is very expensive. It's one of the expensive city in the world. So if somebody looking for affordable options, Wales could be one of the affordable options.
Hmm.
I would say Manchester could be one of the affordable options as well.
Hmm.
Birmingham could be affordable option as well. We have a north side of the UK. It's quite affordable in terms of accommodations. Okay, so
Mhm.
the southern part is quite expensive, like London, and close to the other city close to London is quite expensive as well. So I think if you wanted to avoid London, there are plenty other cities, affordable cities like Wales, Manchester, Birmingham. And if you really enjoy communicating with people, or if you enjoy the busy life, or obviously explore different things and explore different career opportunities, then
Hmm.
probably London is the best city to live in, to be in the financial capital of Europe. So I think in terms of other parks, like
Hmm.
uh, is like networking
Okay.
opportunities, job opportunities, London could be the best option. But in terms of living cost, apart from London, other city I mentioned is better for international students.
Okay. Can student do part-time jobs over there while studying?
Yes, student can do part-time jobs besides studies. They can do 20 hours per week.
Hmm.
So as a student, you can do part-time jobs while you're studying, and there are certain hours you can work, like fixed 20 hours. So you can do 20
Okay.
hours beside your education. Also, you can work full time during your holiday periods, like if you have term breaks, or if you have some vacation from the university, and during that period you
Hmm.
can work full time. When
Hmm.
I say full time, there is no particular hours. It could be
Okay.
30 hours, 5 hours, 40 hours, depending on your employers.
Hmm.
So yeah, you can full time during vacation. But however, to do full time works, I think you need to get a letter confirming that this period is announced as vacation from your university for the safer side. Okay, so always
Hmm.
get a permission from your um, uh, get a letter from your institution, confirming that this period is vacation period, so you can work full time
Full
for
time.
for the safety purpose.
Okay. So what are the starting earnings they are getting in part-time job?
Okay, the minimum wages in UK, I would say, if I'm not exact, I mean, if I probably it will be not the exact amount, but it's roughly around £12 50 or 60 pence, around
Okay.
£12 50 pence, which is, um, I don't know, it is, if you convert this to your currency, probably 1300 rupees or 1400 rupees
1,400 rupees per hour.
per hour. Yeah, something like this. Is very minimum wages.
Minimum wages.
You
Okay.
get more than that as well, depending on your skills. If you are a junior level software developer, you might get much better opportunity in terms of per hour rate. For example, you might get £20 per hour if you're a good developer or junior developer. If you're a professional developer, you might get more than that as well. So it depending, but depend what skills you have. So
Okay.
But minimum you can get £12.50. Like anyone who doesn't have any experience, they will
Uh-huh.
they will still get twelve pound
Is it
fifty.
easy to get part-time jobs in UK?
Okay, getting part-time jobs in any country, not in the UK,
Okay.
is it's quite challenging as an international student. So
Yeah.
because most of the students come to UK with no experience or very limited experience. People
Yeah.
who have a lot of experience, they find it quite easy to find a job. People who doesn't have much experience, they find it difficult to find a job due to the
Hmm.
communication skills. But
Okay.
I have seen many people uh, struggling to get jobs. At the same time, I have seen many people to get jobs within first week of their arrival. So it all
Hmm.
depends on you, how good you are in terms of communications, how good you are in terms of follow up with employers. So these sort of things.
Hmm.
Sometimes referral works as well. I mean, like in UK, if you have some sort of referral from your friends, from your relatives, or you know someone it becomes much easier to get jobs in the UK. So yes,
Yeah.
it is possible to get, but it's not. I mean, like it's not too easy to get a job straight away. So you have to
Okay.
work hard to find a secure a job initially. So once you
Okay.
get some sort of experience within the UK, then it becomes easier. The first jobs is always difficult, as I say.
Yeah. Okay. And sir, like there are many students, those are asking like how early we can start the visa filing for any like example May intake or September intake.
How early can we submit a visa application,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. The early, the better it is. If I
Okay.
say plain words. So, for example, I always recommend my students always prepare early as possible. For if you're planning to apply for September intake, you should at least apply 5 months before the intake, right? So in
Hmm.
that way, 5 to 6 months before the intake, Emily. So in that way, you can apply to many different university, and obviously compare those offers from different university, and obviously make a decision which one is better for you. If you wait for the last moment, you will miss most of the deadline of the university. So you'll have less choice. If you apply early, you will have better options, better choices. Then you can obviously select one particular best one from them, and then go ahead with this particular university. And this way, you can choose the best one. And if you just wait for the last moment, obviously whatever available that time, you'll get that particular university. So I would
Right.
suggest always apply early as possible. Prepare 6 months before the course start date.
Okay.
It is
6 months prior.
6 months prior to the course start.
Okay.
And
Hmm.
sometimes what happens, sometimes it's very difficult to apply 6 months before the course start date. So if for example May intake, so, then people will say, I mean, like what should I do if I wanted to apply for May intake? In that case,
Hmm.
I have only 2 months, right? Yeah, you can still apply if
Hmm.
we have decided what university you are going to apply. Then it becomes
Sure.
easier. For example, if you
Hmm.
know that I'm going to study this particular course at this particular university, so you know what you're going to do in that
Yeah.
situation. It is quite easy to make decision because you know the university, you know the course, right?
Hmm.
Even um, if somebody really wanted to study a general courses like law, business, accounting, this
Hmm.
is available. This type of course you will find in different intakes. But if you want specialized courses, as we discuss in other live
Live
session,
session.
you,
Yeah.
you prepare early as possible. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
I hope I have answered your questions properly.
Yes, 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 true. That's very informative. And just can you tell me that what is CAS CAS letter? Because most of the students are confused between offer letter and CAS letter. So can you please help me with that part?
Okay, offer letter is like you have been offered a place in this at a university.
Universe.
So there is no offer letter can be two types: conditional and unconditional.
Unconditional.
Conditional could be there are certain condition you have to meet, and unconditional there is no condition left to get this place. So unconditional offer means your place is secured, but to apply for visa you
Hmm.
need a letter from the university, which is a caste letter, which confirms the university is going to sponsor you as a student
Hmm.
in the UK. So it's
Okay.
called certificate of acceptance of studies. Okay,
Okay. Certificate of acceptance of studies. Okay.
caste. So this letter needs to be issued by the university,
Hmm.
and every caste letter has a unique number which is
Hmm.
assigned to
Hmm.
individual students, and this we call
Okay.
caste number. Okay, and
Okay.
this caste number will be mentioned in your caste letter, and also in this caste letter the university will mention how much deposit you have paid, how much
Hmm.
tuition fee is remaining, what
Hmm.
documentation you have provided
Hmm.
to the university to get
Hmm.
this letter. Okay, so it's like a
Okay.
formal letter from the university to UK visa and immigration.
Hmm.
That, like like this, based on this evidence we have offered him a sponsorship, and all the details will be in this cast letter.
Yes, letter.
It's more formal, if I say. And
Okay.
conditional letter is like all academics. I mean, there will be uh, I mean, like, if you meet all the condition,
Hmm.
university will only confirm that you have been offered a place unconditionally, and tuition
Yeah.
fee, and the headline tuition fee will be mentioned, the scholarship amount will be mentioned. No other
Hmm.
information will be mentioned. But in the cast letter, they will provide they provide more information about the students, about the nationality, about their their passport number, teacher balance, tuition fee balance, the
Hmm.
evidence that has been provided to obtain the course, course start date, a latest course start date, this sort of information. Okay, so pretty
Okay.
much, I mean, like, there's a lot of difference between two things, but both represent uh, the place is confirmed for this particular student. Sometimes
Okay.
what can happen, for example, if a student has unconditional students,
Hmm.
but he still can be denied at the caste stage as well. you
Oh.
might you might get an unconditional from an university,
Hmm.
but later stage you might deny the caste as well. To get pass, you have to go through an interview process. Once the interview
Okay.
process is done, in not most of the all university, in most of the university, you have to go through a interview process where they, if they are satisfied, then they will issue a CAS. Okay,
Okay.
so clearly there is a lot of difference between CAS
As
and
an offer
and
letter.
offer letters.
Okay, so like some students ask, like, what types of accommodations are available in the UK?
There
So
is,
can you help me, because as you are there in the UK, so you are very clear about that. What types of accommodations facilities are available for the international students?
there are many types of accommodations, right?
Hmm.
Private accommodation, university accommodation. There are a lot of students also managing their own accommodation. Probably, for example, if you have two, three students studying at the same course, same university, what they will do there, they will they will rent a house together and split the
Mhm.
cost of the house. They can do that as well. So this is the most
Okay.
popular option for international students. Most of the international students, what they do, they go out there and rent a place together. So and divide the
Hmm.
cost into by four or five number of people they're living in the house. This is the most
Hmm.
popular options. But
Hmm.
initially, it's very difficult to secure this kind of accommodation, because no one going to rent you a house if you're new in this country, because you don't have any
Hmm.
history in this country, and the landlord is not going to um, offer you a house,
Hmm.
to lease a house on your, or rent a house on your name,
Okay.
right?
Hmm.
So the
Hmm.
best
Hmm.
option, for the initial period, the best option is to go for a private accommodation or a
Hmm.
university accommodation. But with the university accommodation, there is one disadvantage. I mean, like, what I would like to tell my students, like, if you go for university accommodation, it's a contractual agreement with the university. You can't leave the university accommodation after 1 month. So if you make an agreement with the university,
Hmm.
regardless you stay in the university accommodation or not, you
Hmm.
might have to pay the whole year's accommodation. So in
Oh.
that, you have to be very, very careful before you go into any contractual agreement with the university. Okay, so before you go for a university accommodation, ask your university whether you are allowed to leave
Hmm.
after certain periods. If they say
Okay.
you can leave after 3 months, 2 months,
Hmm.
and the rent for this particular period, that is fine. But in most cases, I know most of the university accommodation work like a contractual agreement. So you get into a contract and you have to live there for at least 9 months. Though you don't have to pay all the amounts together, you can pay by installment by every month, but you have a contractual agreement with the university. With some of the private accommodation, it is similar like university accommodation. You will have to you have to make a contractual agreement with the landlord where you have to
Hmm.
stay in this particular property for certain period of time. So before you get into any accommodation contract, make sure you read the contract very carefully, and then you
Hmm.
know rights. It's very important because as an international student, you don't know. Most of
Yeah.
them just simply sign up and get into accommodation, and later on they say, oh no, I don't want to live in this accommodation because it's too expensive, I can't afford it, and then they can't leave the accommodation because they
Hmm.
get into a contractual agreement and they can't
Hmm.
leave. So it becomes very, very difficult for them. I've seen many people have done got into this kind of problem, and they have reached out to
Oh.
me and said, what can I do? I'm saying, no, this is you have signed up for this contract. Now you have to obey the contract if you wanted to live peacefully in this country.
So
So
before signing up the contract, student have to see all the terms and conditions. They
100%.
have to read that, right?
Yes, yes, it's better. I mean, you read the terms and conditions, then you sign the agreement. Okay.
Okay. Is there any online portal where student can book their accommodations from here before, like after they getting the visa?
Yeah, yeah, there are many accommodations available.
Okay.
We have
Okay.
partners with many accommodation, short-term accommodation, which is good. We have partnership with one of the accommodation partners, casita.com. They have
Mm-hmm.
a very good agreements available for international students, like short terms accommodation agreement, like for 2 months, for one
Mm-hmm.
month 3 months. So you can choose your how many months you want to live there, rather than
Oh,
get into yourself for 9 months contract or 1 year contract. So
yes, this is
if
very good.
us, probably if you're struggling, then we can get
Hmm.
in, we can make an arrangement with casita.com for one particular month or two particular months, probably two
Hmm.
months, 3 months, whatever you want. So it's more safer than a
Hmm.
traditional accommodation provider where you have to go for 9 months contract or 1 year contract.
Okay. And most of the students are very scary. They are saying that once we reach to the UK, is there any pickup and drop services? Because they are very unknown to them. Like they are nobody is there in UK. So is there any services which we are providing to the students?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, like our goal is to not to just help them get into university, help them to settle down as well. I mean, like obviously, if you're
Hmm.
new in this country, you'll be like, who's gonna pick me up from the airport. So
Yeah.
yeah, we have this sort of service available. If you're struggling to find anyone to pick you up from the airport to your accommodation, we are ready
Hmm.
to help you. Probably we'll pick you up, we'll take you to your accommodation, and then
Hmm.
we'll sort this out for you. So we have this kind of service available as well.
Okay. That.
You don't have to worry about like
Hmm.
what I'm gonna do after landing in the UK. So our team will definitely be there for you and pick you up from the airport and take you to your safe accommodation.
Yeah, because these types of questions are asked by the parents, while
Yes,
they come for the
I understand.
counseling.
I absolutely understand their concern because they're
Hmm.
probably, if you are 12th standard graduate, probably he never left his city without.
Yeah.
So I understand their concern.
Okay. And what are the public transports available in the UK for the international students?
Public transport is uh, all sort of public transport is available, but it depends which city we live, which city we are going to choose. So if you choose
Okay.
London, it has
Hmm.
one of the best public transport in the world.
Hmm.
The underground train systems, the public bus, and
Hmm.
they're pretty much available in every corner of the street. Okay, so the bus network and the train network in London city is amazing. It's one of the best things you could experience, to be honest. My
Okay.
personal opinion, because I was in London for around 7 years, so I know pretty much every part of London. So you can pretty much travel from one part of the London city to another part of the London city within an hour. So it's very convenient in terms of
Okay.
public transport. If you talk about public transport in different cities, Birmingham, Manchester has good public transport systems. Uh, Cardiff, they have good public transport system, but not in every cities has good public transport system. But yes, they do have some sort of systems available to
Hmm.
to commute. So
Yeah.
overall, I would say compared to other countries, other destinations like Australia,
Hmm.
Canada, UK has better
Uh-huh.
transport systems in
That's
place.
great.
Yeah,
It will be very helpful for the international students, right?
yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. It is very helpful.
Okay. And sir, can you tell me that how is the life in the UK for the international students?
Obviously, when you come for the first time, it will be a bit depressing considering the weather. Only things I don't like is UK weather. It's very gloomy, and most of the time rainy. You don't see the sun often, but the weather is quite depressing sometimes. But you get used to it. It has its own. I know it has its own limitation in terms of weather, but sometimes and slowly you started to enjoy it. You get used to it as well. So I think for first couple of months will be very very. I mean, you feel lonely, and once you
Hmm.
start your university, then you
Hmm.
started good. The good thing about UK university, you see people from 100 countries. Like probably you never heard of this country before. This is a surprising thing. So you probably sitting next to your people in the classroom, and then once you say, where are you from, the country he's gonna say, or she's gonna say some, maybe you heard the country for the very first time. You're from this country, you never heard of this country before. So this sort of interaction happens, and it's very amazing to share different cultures and traditions, and people from different cultures and traditions coming into one place and have some sort of same goal to achieve. So it's very amazing in terms of cultural
Hmm.
exchange. So I think definitely they will enjoy, but the first couple of months will be challenging for any international student, considering the fact they are leaving their family back home, and getting used to the new environment, and obviously
Hmm.
weather and all stuff. But
Oh.
initially, you love London or UK.
So yes, I have heard that like in London it's very good, but in the winter like it's snowy, little bit snowy, not at all, but yeah. And in the month of December it's very good. Like in every international country, the December month is very good for the students. So like I just want to ask the last questions. Like they have a vacation period. So it's for 1 month or 45 days or how many days? Like they have a vacation period.
How it works, the vacation period works like, you know, if you start your course in September,
Hmm.
probably you'll get a 2 weeks holiday in December, right?
Okay.
Or 3 weeks holiday in December, and then probably you start your course in January again, right? And
Hmm.
from March or April you get another 1 or 2 weeks, or maybe March or April, in between March, 1 or 2 weeks off. And after June,
Hmm.
you'll get 3 months of holiday, because the next academic cycle will start from September.
September.
This is how it works basically.
Okay.
So if
Okay.
you, for example, if you come for a master's degree, is 1 year master degree, and it starts in September,
Hmm.
right? So you'll
Hmm.
get 1 2 weeks holiday in December, and
Hmm.
then your course will definitely finish in June.
Okay.
next year June. So you are not studying whole year, to be honest. Probably 6 to 7 months. You're seven,
Okay.
eight, not six to
Eight,
seven, 8 to 9 months of study.
8 to 9 months.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you, sir. You have like you have answered my all the questions, like whatever I have asked to you, and it is what this session was very informative for me as well, because most of the times parents are asking these types of questions, you know. So it was very informative for us.
Okay, we have some questions in the comment section. I think Mustaq asked like few questions for us. Mustaq said, obviously, thank you for this live session. Thank you, Mustaq, for watching the live session regularly. And Mustaq said, what is personal statement? I think we have already explained uh,
Hmm.
what personal statement is. However, I will explain in short. Personal statement is a short essay about your academic background, your achievements, like what your future plan or career plan, or the university. You have to write a paragraph about what university you are going to, why did you particularly choose this university, and why did you choose this particular course, right, and how it's connected to your future
Hmm.
goals. So you have to answer pretty much 5 or 6 questions, and it becomes a personal statement. So
Hmm.
it's basically an essay. So the word limit could be 500 to 700 words. So if I say simple, in simple way, it's a 5 to 700 word essay where you have to answer certain questions about yourself, university course, future
Hmm.
plan, this and that. And obviously, if you need more detail, reach out to us. We have hundreds of samples available. We can give it to you. You can have a look and obviously get back to us um,
Okay.
with any kind of queries. And Mustaq said, can I apply without LOR and personal statement? Yes, I think without LOR, most of the university accepting application without LOR, you can apply without LOR and secure your place, and then you can submit your LOR. That is not an issue, right? But
Okay.
most cases, I would say you should submit a personal statement with your
Hmm.
application. Okay,
Hmm.
because if you don't submit a personal statement with your application, it reduces your credibility as a student. So I would
Hmm.
strongly recommend to submit a personal statement with your university application.
Hmm.
uh, if you think if you are in a hurry or probably very last minute application, probably I have like today is the deadline, for example, you don't have the time for writing personal statement. In that case, you just launch the application. That's not an issue, right? But
Yeah.
in other cases, I would strongly recommend submit your application with personal statement or SOP.
Hmm.
And LOR, you can always submit the LOR later on. Okay.
Okay.
And another question is like, what is the deadline for May 2026 intake? Okay, Mustaq, we have different deadlines for different university. I think most of the university who's running May intake, they're still available for, they're actively taking application. Maybe one or two university have closed the
Hmm.
taking application, but majority university are still taking application actively. So reach out to
Hmm.
us, and our counselors will be able to help you to launch your application at your desired
Hmm.
institute.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mustaq, for commenting. And anything else from your side, Abhilasha?
No, no, no. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Thanks to our audience. Obviously, this video will be available on YouTube. Also, it will be available on Facebook as well. So if you have any questions or concern, you can go back to our video and live session and make comments. One of
Yeah.
our counselors will definitely get back to you with answers. And we'll be doing this live session on a very regular basis every week, Tuesday, 9 p.m. India Standard
Yes.
Time. Hopefully, we'll see you again next week, same
Yeah.
time, same day. Thank you again, everyone, for watching
Thank
the
you.
live session.
Thank you, everyone.